All right, so for this practice exam, we're going to learn about polynomial, how we solve, how we evaluate or to simplify polynomial and rational expression. This is really good exercise to practice for the TASC exam, which is GED, high school equivalency. So that's going to help us for this area for the polynomial and rational expression. All right, let's start with the first question. The first one, simplify the polynomial 8c squared minus c plus 3 plus 2c squared minus c minus 2. So we have to start with like terms, like variable and like degree, right? So we can start with this. We get like 8c squared with 2c squared, right? That's going to be like 10c squared, right? And also we can combine negative c with negative c. It's going to be negative 2c. And then we have 3 with negative 2. So 3 take away 2 will be positive 1. And we can see the answer will be B. That's going to be like 10c squared minus 2c plus 1. We got a next question here. Which expression is a simplified form of y plus negative 8 plus negative 5x plus 2y minus negative 7x? Well, the first thing we have to do, we have to get rid of the parentheses. So let's remove the parentheses first. So we're going to have y minus 8, because positive times negative is negative, positive times negative is negative, and here we have negative times negative is positive. So we're going to have negative here, and positive here, right? So this is how you're going to remove the parentheses. So we have y minus 8 minus 5x plus 2y, right, plus 7x. And the next step, we have to add like variable. Let's start with x. So we got negative 5x plus 7x. That will be 2x. So this is gone, right? Then we have y with 2y. That will be 3y. So this is gone. And the next one we have negative 8, and that's gonna be the answer. So 2x plus 3y minus 8, which is A. So the answer is A. 2x plus 3y minus 8 is going to be the answer. All right, next question. Number 3. Which expression is equivalent to 5x plus 9 plus 3x minus 2? Right? So the first thing we have to do, we have to remove the parentheses. Well, fortunately here we have positive, so we don't need to change the sign. So that's going to be like 5x plus 9 plus 3x minus 2, right? And we have like 5x plus 3x, that will be 8x. And then we have 9, take away 2, that would be positive 7, right? So the answer would be A, 8x plus 7. That would be the answer. Well, the same thing for number 4. We have to remove the parentheses, all right? So we're going to add, so since we have positive here, we're not going to change the sign. It's going to be like 6x squared for the first one, first parentheses, minus 5x plus 3, plus 3x squared minus 2x minus 1, right? So here we have 6x plus 3x squared, because we have to add like variables and like degree, so we can add the second degree with the second degree. So it's going to be 6x, so 6 plus 3 will be 9. So that's going to be like 9x squared. The next one we're going to combine negative 5 with negative 2. That would be negative 7x, right? And the next one, we're going to combine 3 with negative 1. So 3 take away 1, that will be 2, positive 2, and that's going to be the answer, right? Which is, in this case, it's going to be C as the correct answer. So C will be our correct answer. All right, for number 5, we have to be careful because we have a parentheses minus parentheses, right? So remember, it's like we have -1 here, right? So the first one will remain the same. It's not going to be changed. It's going to be like 4a squared minus 3a plus 4, right? And here we're going to change the sign. We're going to distribute the -1 with the first, with a squared, and -1 times 4, that would be -4. -1 times -2, that would be +2. So we need to change the sign. So -1 times a squared, that would be -a squared. And -1 times +4a, that will be -4a, because negative times positive is negative. And -1 times -2, that will be +2, right? That's the first thing. We have to remove the parentheses. Now, the next step is we need to add like variables, right? Like variables. It's going to be like 4a squared, take away a squared, that will be 3a squared. So this is gone. Then we have -3. And -4, that will be -7, right? -7a, right? Negative will be -7a. And the next one, we have, so this is gone right here. We have 4 and 2, that will be +6 here. All right, so this is going to be the final answer, which is B. Right, 3a squared minus 7a plus 6. All right, so in this question, we got some kind of word problem. An accountant is using the expressions 3a plus 5b plus 2c and 7a plus 4c to calculate the total compensation for employees in 2 departments of a business. Right, so what is the sum? What is the sum of the 2 expressions? That means we need to add. Right, we need to add 3a, so we need to add the 3a plus 5b plus 2c, right? And so we're going to add this one with this one, 7a plus 4c, right? Plus 4c. Well, the first thing, we can remove the parentheses, right? If you remove the parentheses right here, and we're not going to change the sign because we have plus, we don't have minus. You know, unlike the previous problem, we had negative, so we need to change the sign. Now let's add like variables. Here we have like 3a with 7a, that will be 10a. That will be 10a. And then we have the next one, we have 5b, right? With nothing, it's going to be like 5b by itself. So we're just going to leave 5b there. And the last one, we're going to add 2c with 4c. That will be 6c here, all right? So what's going to be here, so the answer will be C, right here, will be C. All right, so on this question number 7, which expression is equivalent to parentheses a to the third minus 2a squared, close parentheses, minus another parentheses 3a squared minus 4a to the third, right? So the first thing, we have to remove the parentheses. And remember, we have like, here we need to change the sign because I have like -1 here, right? I have like -1. So I got like -1. I don't know why it's going to be this color. So we got like -1 right here, right? So that's going to be -1 right here. And when we have -1, you know, when we remove the parentheses, we're going to distribute the -1 with 3. So -1 times 3, that would be -3. And -1 times -4, that would be +4, right? So it's going to be like a to the third minus 2a squared minus 3a squared plus 4a to the third, right? And now we have to add like variables, so we get like a to the third and 4a to the third. So it's like 1a to the third plus 4a to the third. That will be 5a to the third. And the next one, we have to add -2a squared with -3a squared. It's like we're going to add 2 negative values. We're going to add 2 -2 and -3, which would be -5. That would be -5 a squared, and that's going to be the final answer, right? And we can see it here. So the answer will be B. Will be B. All right. So for this question number 8, which expression is equivalent to x parentheses 3x squared plus 4x minus 5? And we can see we have to distribute x here. So we're gonna use distributive property, means we're gonna distribute x. So x times 3x squared, and x times 4x, and x times negative 5. So that will be like 3x to the third plus 4x squared minus 5x, right? We're just going to distribute x with every single term, right, inside the parentheses. And the answer will be B, right? For the next one, we got which expression is equivalent to x plus 4 times x plus 6 here, right? Now we can see here we can use FOIL, which is first, outer, inner, and last, right? So we can use FOIL method here, right? And that would be like first, like x times x, right? And x times 6 is going to be outer. And then we have 4 times x and 4 times 6. That's called distributive property, right? So x times x, that will be x squared, right? Let me use like a different color here. So since we have, we have the ability to use some colors here. So let's use some colors here. All right, so let's start with the first one. So I got like x times x here. It's going to be like x squared. And I get like x times 6. That's going to be 6x. Then we have like 4 times x will be 4x, right? And then we have, let me choose a different color here. Then we have like x, we have like 4 times 6, which is the last one. That will be 24. That will be 24, right? So as we can see, that's going to be first, right? Will be outer. And that will be inner for green one, right? And the last one we have last. That's going to be 4, right? Now we need to combine those terms here. We haven't done yet. So it's going to be like x squared plus 10x, which is we have to combine the middle term, the same term, 10x plus 24. And that's going to be the answer, right? Which is going to be B, right? Now for number 10, which expression is equivalent to 5x plus 4 times 3x minus 2? We're going to do the same thing. That's FOIL. It's going to be like 5x. Again, it's going to be like 5x times 3x. That will be 15x squared, right? And the outer, right? It's going to be 5x times negative 2. That will be negative 10x. And inner, we have 4 times 3x, that will be 12x. And the last one, we got 4 times negative 2, that will be negative 8, right? So we're going to combine the middle 2. We're going to combine the middle 2. It's going to be like 5x squared. Now negative 10 plus 12. Negative 10 plus 12 plus 2x minus 8. Because negative 10 plus 12, so it's going to be 2x, and we have minus 8. And that's going to be the answer, which is going to be D.